Ladies and gentlemen, please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is Abled with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands together if you are ready to get the show started. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Disabled Podcast. I'm your host, Eli, co-host Fredy. What's going on?
Yo, what's up? 2024.
2024. Hope your holidays was good.
Yes, I had a great holiday.
Sorry for the long wait. I got sick 2 weeks ago.
I was on vacation.
And he was on vacation working.
Yes.
But we officially back. Excited to see y'all. This is the conference championship round. And excited about that. Playoffs.
Yes.
I'm hype.
Ramping up. I mean, they started off kind of like weird.
No, it started off good. I mean, to me.
No, with these blowouts. Like
with the blowouts.
They just threw me off. I thought they were going to be closer.
No,
but now
these teams. No, we got to get the whack-ass teams out of here.
Okay.
Got to get them out of here. And listen. But excited about that. And yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's just talk about.
No, it's just. I was going to use the.
Alright, next to that, I got you.
You have some new buttons to play with.
Yes. Okay. So this is the conference round preview. We have the Chiefs and Ravens first. Who do you like in that?
Honestly, I like the Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Lamar has the quote unquote better team on paper in terms of defense and offense.
Right.
Excluding Patrick and Kelsey.
Right. And Andy Reid.
Yeah. But in terms of like, if you take out Kelsey from the game, and you're basically telling them to beat me with somebody else
other than Kelsey.
Other than Kelsey.
Got it.
And so like with the drop passes, the flags.
The full start that they've had.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is the Chiefs are probably the most vulnerable they've been in the last 6 years.
Right.
So Lamar,
you've been watching sports since, but yeah.
Since I've been watching football. This is your chance.
Okay.
Like, this is your chance. You won MVP in regular season.
He's gonna win it again.
He's probably gonna win it again. You're basically, you have the offense that you've always wanted, sort of with Odell, Zay Flowers. He's been a good rookie.
Mark Andrews is back.
You have another like 2 or 3 receivers. You have Aguilar, who's a veteran.
Right.
You have somewhat of a. I mean, you don't have that running back because you got the ACL.
They on the third string running back.
That's what I'm saying, but he's still good enough.
Yeah, because you got Lamar. Because Lamar can get you 30 yards.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and in the defense, Smith.
Yes, the captain.
The captain.
Yeah.
The cornerbacks are pretty good.
This is gonna be Patrick Mahomes' second game on the road following last week's game in Buffalo.
Yes. So to me,
I have chills because I'm so excited.
What we expect from Lamar now, honestly, Super Bowl, or at least get to Super Bowl.
At that point, you might as well win it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like the opportunity, we know how rare it is to get here. Patrick Mahomes is an anomaly,
right?
Where he's had 6 chances to get there, and he's won what, 2?
He's won 3 AFC championships. No, 3. He's won 3 AFC championship games. He won 2 Super Bowls, and he lost 1.
Yeah.
Right.
And the only quarterback he's lost to is retired. So.
And Joe Burrow 2 years ago.
Right.
So he's only lost to 2 quarterbacks in the playoffs.
So, Lamar, this is your chance. Now on the other side of things,
I'm gonna handle the other side.
Yeah. So
I'm going for the Chiefs. I know who I'm rocking with.
Yeah, you're going for the Chiefs.
I'm rocking with the Chiefs.
But you're being biased. But tell me why, like from a logical standpoint, why you choosing Chiefs? What do you see that you've turned? You're still gonna pick them because you're biased. But what do you see improve?
Everything you said. By the way, everything Freddie said was spot on. So I'm not gonna debate that part. But I do. Well, one, I know Patrick Mahomes is 6-0 versus the number 1 defense. Anytime he faces the number 1 defense, he wins those games. 2, he's 13-3 in playoff games, which is the best winning record, I believe, of all time right now because it's 7.77. They do have Kelsey. They have Isaiah Pacheco, who is a monster on the ground.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
He's killing it right now. Now, granted, they did lose one of their O-linemen who's not playing in the game, so we'll see how the holes open up.
Yeah, Chris Jones is a monster.
Right.
Especially like what he did against Josh Allen, like even when I was sacking him,
just pushing
the
pressure.
You know,
but I'm talking about for their offensive line. They lost one of their offensive line tackles. So I don't know how the hole's gonna open up for Pacheco, like how it did last week. Right. So and Andy Reid,
it's a different defense because Bills they were injured on defense.
And to me, playoff Patrick Mahomes is different than regular season Patrick Mahomes. I looked at his stats side by side, and it's a level up. He levels up every time he gets higher and higher to each round.
Yeah, it was like the Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? Like he does enough to get there. Once he's there,
right?
Like,
Once he's there, and then right. And Patrick Mahomes has a winning record against Lamar and John Harbaugh. Same thing with Andy Reid against John Harbaugh. So to me, it's going to depend on three aspects of the game.
Yeah, the coaches even out, so you can slash that.
Yeah, but the record, I'm talking about Andy Reid has a 4-1 record against John Harbaugh. But I do understand the IQ, that evened out. The tight ends even out too, because Mark Andrews versus Kelsey, that's an even out.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the edge for Kelsey, though, because Mark Andrews is just coming back.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played in 7 weeks. And the slight edge, I'm giving it over. I'm not picking Lamar over Patrick Mahomes, especially playoff Patrick Mahomes. I'm not doing it. If you would tell me to put all my chips in front of the table, I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. Now, granted, it is the number one defense we're talking about, but it's the number one defense versus the number 2 or 3 defense. So those defenses even out.
Sort of, yeah.
It's not going to be...
At that point, it's more of like an inches game.
Right, and at that point, it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a tight race. And to me, it's going to boil down to who has the ball last.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be Patrick Mahomes, I'm going for the Chiefs. If it's going to be the Ravens, I'll give the Ravens a shot because Lamar is Lamar. But...
Yeah, and I haven't seen, to be honest with you, many clutch drives from Lamar in that aspect.
Right, and he hasn't been in this position
in this
before.
environment. Yeah. In this environment, it's just different pressure.
This has been
I give you that.
Patrick Mahomes, 6 years in a row.
Remember last year when they came back from that big deficit?
What team are you talking about?
The Ravens. They came back. Oh, I'm sorry, they lost. They lost that episode.
Yeah,
so Lamar, granted, it wasn't the same team, but Lamar
and Lamar didn't play last year. Remember, he sat out that game.
Yeah, but that game he played.
No, that playoff game?
No, not the playoff game.
This was the regular season game. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
That they had a big lead and then they blew it.
Yeah. Oh, that was against the Dolphins.
Yes, against the Dolphins. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
He wasn't clutch enough to close it.
Right.
So I haven't seen enough clutch Lamar.
Right.
To be confident
in your pick.
In my pick when it comes to it being close.
Okay.
Now, if it's still close, but the Chiefs are playing catch up,
right?
Then
and that's what I was gonna say. To me, the 3 aspects are going to boil down to drop passes, missed opportunities on Kansas City's offense, like overthrows, you know, the timing's off, and turnovers.
Yeah.
Because I rewatched a regular season game, the last time the Ravens played the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes had 2 critical mistakes. One was on him and one was on the running back. The running back fumbled with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, which would have put them in field goal range to win the ball game.
Right.
And Patrick Mahomes in the third quarter, instead of taking a sack, he forced that ball and threw a pick looking for Kelsey. Yeah. As he was falling down.
And same with last week. Remember when they recovered that fumble from Hartman?
Yeah, with the touchback.
If that goes a different way.
Thank you, Fredy. Sorry, real quick. They need to get rid of that touchback rule. That to me
that's fair game.
It's annoying.
No, that's fair game.
I think it should be
seconds
down.
Bro. No, it's not.
It should just lose it down.
That's fair game.
So
you're telling me my defense plays hard and doesn't give up the last play, basically like a yard or 2 out. They play hard. They snatch. They hit it out. And you're telling me my defense doesn't get rewarded for that? And then we just lose it down? No, bro. I like the rule. Because at first I was like, all right, they should switch it because that doesn't make sense. But when I watched the analysts talk about it, they were like, no, this rule makes a lot of sense. The defense gets rewarded for playing hard.
I think they should change it.
Especially when it's a 1 yard.
Freddie and my dad likes it.
No, bro. That makes a lot of sense.
I need you to listen to me.
Because at that point, you're basically telling the defense to not play hard and penalizing defense for not doing something.
You're right.
Now, if it was like at the 10 or whatever, but it's
normally if the ball's fumble and it goes out of bounds, like at the then it's just a down.
Exactly, that makes sense.
But if it's in the end zone, it's a touchback.
The end zone, no, it's touchback. I like that rule.
Okay, all right.
And if anything, it's probably the first time I've seen that rule actually be in effect.
Yeah, because normally it's not a lot of touchbacks like that.
It's rare. It's
very rare.
So
it's
keep it
very
like
rare.
that.
Yeah,
It was great.
But I'm gonna go for the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be either a 7-point game or a 3-point game.
What's the score you give this?
Either 20. I'm gonna say it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna say 24-21 Chiefs win by field goal.
I'm gonna go 32-29 Chiefs.
Okay, win by
like 4.
You mean Ravens?
Ravens. Sorry.
Okay, win by field goal.
Win by a field goal or like 4. You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean? A field goal
where
or
they
like
up
5
so much
points.
but they cut it down. Yeah.
They cut it down. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Okay.
the only way the Ravens can win is if they have. It don't matter if they go out strong and they get the lead first. It's more of like, can you counteract the blows?
The blow that Patrick Mahomes is giving you.
Patrick Mahomes scores. Can you keep scoring? And like, even if it's a field goal, can you just keep always putting points?
And you know what sucks for the Chiefs? Whether it's at the 50, Justin Tucker can make those.
That's what I'm saying. So
he can kick those easy.
It's not being the Bills where it's gonna go.
Right.
He's making that. Bro.
He's making that easy.
If it's like, even if it's like 55 yards, close to 60, they're kicking it.
He's kicking it.
So
we'll see. I'm excited though.
Yeah.
The next thing we have is the Lions versus the 49ers.
This one's hard for me.
This one's hard for Freddie.
Really
I'm gonna go first. So to me, I think it's gonna be the Lions. I like their defense, even though their defense is not top. This is a Cinderella story.
Yeah. We're going for a story.
This is a Cinderella story. So I'm going for the story over the better team. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of feeding into the hype. I think it would be good for me, kind of put the NFL a little bit.
Good for NFL.
But the better team on paper is the 49ers.
Yeah.
But that all depends on how well Debo plays.
Yeah.
No, Brock Purdy, no. It all depends on how.
Did you see enough from Brock? Because I kind of saw enough to be.
I definitely did. I definitely agree with what Cam said. He's a game manager. I'm not debating that. But when Debo was out, that's when it all happened. When he was in the game, they were fine.
No, but I'm not gonna lie. He was clutch last week against.
That last drive was good.
Was hard.
That last drive
was clutch.
Yeah, that was clutch. But yeah, obviously the better team on paper is the 49ers. Mm-hmm. But I'm going for the Lions.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm torn between picking the story
over the better team.
Right. Because that better team always comes up short. The last, I want to say 4 years, they've come up short.
They have.
Either injuries, one misplay.
Right.
Like a few years back, if Emmanuel.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Against the Rams.
Yeah,
they should have beaten the Rams.
Super Bowl. If he makes that catch, that deep pass catch, he was
I'm
open.
sorry. You're talking about Super Bowl 54. Yes, he's talking about Super Bowl when Garoppolo threw the deep pass to
Emmanuel. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But that wide receiver that retired.
But if he catches it,
if he catches it, it's a touchdown, and the Niners have a chip.
Right.
Instead of.
And I was thinking of the NFC Championship game 2 years ago or 3 years ago against the Rams in SoFi Stadium, in which they probably should have won that game.
Yeah, even last year, they was on the third string, fourth string.
Quarterback, right, against the Eagles.
Against the Eagles. So if they win that.
But to me, this whole team operates.
There's no excuses.
On McCaffrey and Debo. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not even Brock Purdy.
And honestly, and the defense.
And the defense, yes, and the defense. Because Brock Purdy, all he got to do is all Kyle Shanahan tells Brock Purdy to do, don't turn the ball over. Can you play 60 minutes?
Yeah, and he don't. I don't see him throw picks.
No, when he's nervous and you have him rattled, he'll be throwing picks left and right because
Okay,
he's
I probably
rattled.
haven't seen enough 49ers games.
Oh,
but
you didn't see the Monday night game? Yeah, I watched
I only
that.
see.
I watched that.
Like,
Monday
I only
night
see
game.
the prime time 49er games. You know?
Yeah, well, that Ravens, the last time they played the Ravens, they got destroyed.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I did see the blowout, but I didn't see the.
He threw
the
like
picks.
4 picks left and right, but you know.
Got you. So for me, I'm torn. My heart wants to go with Detroit, but my brain wants to go with 49ers.
Right.
So honestly, it's pick your poison at that point, you
Right.
know. So I don't really have a preference, but I do see if they're being really close,
The Lions
Detroit
can
being
pull it out.
clutch and they pull it out.
pull it
Now
out.
if it's
a ball, if it's
they're
a
down by
14
a
point,
touchdown or
Or
you know what I mean,
yeah,
or a
or
little
2
bit more
touchdowns,
than,
yeah.
or 2 touchdowns,
It's over. Yeah.
So I have my score probably 30-24.
Lions.
Well, I'm gonna give you 2 scenarios.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go touchdown difference
24-31.
24-31 49ers.
Okay.
If it's close, I'm gonna go 27-24 Lions.
Okay, I'm with that. Same thing. I'm with that.
Yeah. Because I feel like, yes, 49ers defense is better on
Right.
paper, but Detroit is so hot that defense is killing
Also,
it.
the running game is dangerous.
And the running game, to
is
me, the
dangerous
running
for the
game-
defense. The defense struggled against Aaron Jones last week.
Yeah, so
If
you got 2 dynamic and 2 different types of running back.
I forgot the running back for the Lions. He's playing really well, but y'all know what I'm talking
Gibbs?
about.
Gibbs?
Gibbs, yes.
No, Gibbs.
If he runs down their throat, pause.
Because
He can make it dangerous for them.
He's like mobile
shifty,
and
yeah.
he's shifty. But then Montgomery is a you know.
Right, he's a power
He's a
hitter.
power.
Yeah.
He's a power. So I like the 2 different
And
dynamics.
same thing with golf. Golf has to just outplay Brock Purdy and make better plays
And Goff can do that.
and
Like,
don't make no mistakes. That's it.
he has
Alright.
to throw the pick.
Are y'all ready for conspiracies? Because I have some conspiracies. Where the bomb at?
Let's do that.
All right. This is all funny games. That was our predictions and whatnot. This is a conspiracy. There's only 2 options. It's either going to be the Ravens or the 49ers because of the color scheme. The color scheme is red and purple. You seen the logo for the Super Bowl? Look at the Super Bowl logo on the computer. You'll see what I'm talking about. The color scheme is purple and red. That means it's going to be the 49ers and Ravens at Super Bowl 58. That's one scenario based off of the logo. The other scenario is the NFL wants to end the season the same way that they started the season, which was Lions versus Chiefs in week 1. And that specific reason is for Taylor Swift and Eminem. Eminem is a Detroit fan. Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. They want young fans to tune in. And
Yeah, but Eminem, he's not pulling young people.
No, Taylor Swift is though.
No, I know that.
Taylor Swift,
Taylor
that
Swift
one was
definitely
for
doing
Taylor
that.
Swift.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, you see the logo. Okay.
Okay, I see it.
They want Taylor Swift in the building and they want Eminem in the building to
So
have
both worlds.
Stan fans and Swiftie fans tune in and have the biggest. Then you had
And
Usher
Eminem-
at
Has
halftime.
Eminem done Super Bowl?
He did last year for Sci-Fi. I mean, 2 years ago for Sci-Fi.
Oh, he was a guest appearance.
Yeah, but he was a
did-
guest appearance. No, he'll be a guest appearance at that one too, but that's because he's doing for
No,
Detroit.
no, I'm saying his own Super Bowl. Like his own
No,
halftime.
no.
Okay.
They got Usher for that.
No, but I'm saying potential.
No,
I'm saying
no,
potential.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my conspiracy right now. And red and blue make purple.
Oh.
The blue team being Detroit, red being the Chiefs, they makes purple.
Make purple.
That can also be the conspiracy. So there's 2 scenarios.
Well, there's a lot of conspiracy.
Follow at your own risk. I think it's only gonna be 2 scenarios anyway. So whoever wins the first game, the second game is already fixed in. So that's just my.
I think it's gonna be Chiefs and Detroit. One, because of Taylor Swift. They're in a contract.
And
they
then
want her.
every
to do
time
Super Bowl.
every time she's in attendance, the playoff
The
ratings
ratings
have
go
been going up.
Yeah. So, and especially with the brother going crazy too.
Right, Jason. Yeah.
Jason, yeah. So, if he does that again, it's lit because people like watching that.
Okay, so you like my prediction too? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I agree with it.
All right, cool.
Right? So that makes sense.
But don't be surprised about the color scheme. It could also be Ravens and 49ers.
And then the Detroit, because of the Cinderella story, is so good. Like they couldn't have written this up.
Oh, but I meant to tell you though, because Detroit beat them in week 1, talking about the Chiefs, and Kelsey didn't play that game.
No, I know. But I'm saying they don't care. They don't care.
You just want them to make it to Super Bowl.
They make it. That's the fact that they make it. You know how many runs? Like, bro, you know how many little mini stories we're going to get from ESPN?
It's been 30 years. Yeah, it's been 30 years since
It's been over 30 years.
Yeah,
like,
it has.
The last time the kid that was on the defensive end, he wasn't even born yet.
Yeah,
when they won.
Golf wasn't born either.
Golf wasn't born. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so,
that is crazy.
And they probably, like, if Detroit makes it, Detroit goes up.
Right.
Like the business goes.
Especially because Michigan just won the college.
Michigan just won the college.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh just joined the Chargers.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Speaking of great transition, what do you feel about that? I like it.
The real question, I like it too, but the real question for me is, can he develop?
Yeah, give him 4 years. First of all,
That's too long.
Colin.
That's too long. He has a 2-year window.
You know who Colin is? Colin, the Herd. Yeah. He had a good point. He said they haven't filled in their GM spot because they want Jim Harbaugh to kind of control both, kind of like the Bill Belichick role.
I don't like that.
In which he controls the GM,
like
but he knows a lot of college players who are good. He's been there for 3 years.
But
down there for 3 years.
His recommendation, like his recommendation on who to pick, like for example, Campbell. He told them who to pick. Pick this guy, pick this guy, pick this guy. Right. This is the team I want to build.
So do you not trust Jim Harbaugh to do the same thing?
Because it's too demanding, bro.
Okay.
Stick to the coaching. That's all I want you to do. Develop Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
You have 2 years to do this. I'm giving you 2 years because the team is almost ready.
Right.
It's just missing a few pieces.
They're just missing a better coach and Jim Harbaugh. I do think Jim Harbaugh.
They probably missing a receiver or two.
Well, Mike Williams tore his ACL, so they miss him.
Yeah.
So he's coming back.
Dope because he's a free agent. Mike Evans.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
Yeah. And they also have Allen now. Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I know, but you need somebody to go up and get it.
Oh.
They don't have a go up and get it.
Oh, you don't like? Do you know who Mike Williams is? You know him?
I know, but to me, he's not. If I throw it deep, can you go catch it?
Oh, okay. So you don't trust him as much.
I don't trust him to do that. Especially he's coming off ACL. Come on.
Got it. Okay. And how do you feel about the Falcons hired the Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris?
I've heard of him. In terms of like he's done everything right to.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just happy that it's a black coach. So let's cut that.
Let's cut that up there.
Not a black
he's
coach,
done everything right from like start because apparently he was a coach before.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey hyped it up when he got picked up for the Falcons. So that's good.
So
he has respect to the other players.
He has respect to players, respect to the league, and he didn't succeed as a coach. So he basically scaled all the way back and then worked his way up again.
Right.
But to me, the more interesting headline is that they picked him over
Bill Belichick. Yes. Yeah.
So that speaks volumes.
I think honestly, Bill has to
sit down.
Bill has to take a step back for a few years and then try to either adapt to his changes.
He's not going to, bro.
So you think he should just step away and retire?
Yeah. Unless he wants to just be a GM.
Right.
But I don't think a team is going to let him do that.
Right. I see what you're saying.
What did you do for who did you draft? What did you do for the freaking Patriots after Tom?
Right. Nothing. True. Nothing. Yeah. That's true.
And so it speaks volumes because the reason why people were able to buy into your system is because Tom convinced them that this system works.
Yeah.
Like he was
Danny
the
Amendola said that. He said, no, we worked for Bill. We played for Tom.
100%. So
yeah.
They worked for Bill, played for Tom.
Right.
So if Tom buys into the system, because that system was beautiful for Tom. And so Tom was able to adapt it. See, the difference is when he went to Tampa.
It worked for Tampa as well.
And he was with Bruce Arians.
Yeah, it worked.
It was similar, but it wasn't like, oh my God, you have to do this. You have to do that. It was a little bit more laid back. But Tom wasn't playing. Like Tom would be like, no. We chilling, we in Tampa, but we still need to get to work.
Right.
So it's more of a mindset, especially like, social media. Bill doesn't know how to do that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
I don't think he's going to get a coaching job because I think there's 2 left. I think there's Seattle.
and I believe the Commanders.
Yeah, and I don't think, unless Magic Johnson wants Bill Belichick to do something, I think especially the Commanders, they're rebuilding crazy.
Right.
Like they're starting from ground zero again, basically. So they probably wanted a fresh.
Oh, clap it up for Jared Mayo, who took the job for the Patriots.
Yeah. Look at that.
He was a great linebacker when I used to watch him for the Patriots.
Yeah, facts.
I'm happy for that.
Yeah. And his character is really well.
Yeah, the players like him a lot.
Yeah, his character, and I like what he said at the press conference.
Yeah.
Saying that he does see color.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't agree with the owner.
Robert Kraft?
I didn't agree with what he said. You know, he was like, "Oh, we don't see color." Like he was basically.
Oh, he was
best.
saying, he don't see color when it comes to players.
Yeah, no, to the hiring process.
Oh, the hiring process.
And he was like, "No. I see color."
Right.
Like we're not discrediting that. Like I am a black man. You know, so I agree with what he said, and he's coming back at Robert Kraft. Like I'm not letting that slide.
Got it.
All right, and what are you gonna do? Fire me? You just hired me.
NFL news. NBA news.
Yeah, I saw NFL.
Yeah, I saw NFL news. NBA news.
Hold on, let's transition here.
That's a funny transition. All right, NBA. Embed dropped 70 points. Clap that up.
Cat
dropped 62. And Luka dropped 73. All in the same week, all within the week of Kobe's 4th year anniversary passing.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else dropped 60. Am I bugging?
No, those two in particular were it. And then they had other players. And that's with Devin
last
Booker.
night, I think it was Devin. Yeah,
Devin Booker dropped 62.
62. Yep.
Okay. Clap that up for him.
Bomb that up for Devin, even though Phoenix is underperforming.
No, they're like 5th in the West.
They're still underperforming.
Oh, because you expect them to be like top 3?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they'll get there. I mean, it's Kevin Durant and Booker. Who?
Yeah, but they're bench.
And Bill. Yeah, they're bench us.
And Bill is not playing.
Yeah, no, those
Bill
are
is basically the number 3 option.
good. The Timberwolves are number 1 in the West, and
OKC's
the OKC's 2.
Which is shocking.
Yeah,
I thought
but
they would fall off.
it's time for the young guys to pick it up and carry the mantle. Because Kevin Durant and Steph and LeBron kind of don't seem like they belong anymore in the league.
What?
When you watch them play.
Bro, you wilding right now? Did you not see what we saw yesterday?
Okay. Besides yesterday's game.
Come on, bro.
No. So you're feeding into the hype of yesterday's game. I'm talking about overall. Do they not look like they do not belong?
No, bro. No.
So you still click on to watch Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and LeBron, even though all 3 of their teams suck? Like you said, all 3 of their teams are underperforming.
Yes, because I don't care about the regular season. I care about when it's playoffs time.
Are they even going to make the playoffs? One of those teams are only going to make the playoffs.
I think all of those teams are going to make the playoffs.
You're bugging.
I'm
You're
not.
absolutely bugging.
I'm not.
Freddie's absolutely bugging.
The Lakers are going to go. They're going to be exactly where they were kind of last year, either 7 or 8.
Matter of fact, I'll pull the standings. I have the standings right here. Hold on.
Then the Warriors, if they make a trade or 2, depending on who they get, I don't know.
But when's the trade deadline? In February?
I think in like 2
I
weeks.
already have it.
In like a week and a half.
Okay, so the Warriors are 12th at 19 and 24.
They need Chris Paul back to help organize the offense.
Lakers are 9th at 24 and 23, and the Suns are 6th at 26 and 19.
Okay, and you're telling me they're not.
There's only going to be one team to make that spot.
Nah, you are.
All 3 of these teams are going to make it?
I'm telling you right now, all 3 teams are going to make it. Let me tell you right now.
Two of them are logistically in, because the Lakers
Pelicans are coming down. Dallas is staying there. Lakers are going up. Phoenix staying there. Sacramento might keep there. Denver staying there. Clippers are staying
exactly. That's my point.
But I feel like.
And I'm saying
I feel like all 3 are gonna make it.
It's a passing of the torch.
Dallas falls all the way back.
Alexander just beat Steph Curry for the starting lineup of the All-Star game for the first time in 10 years. Alexander, he beat him out in the vote.
I feel like it's overrated.
Dude, he's dropping 30 and 90.
I know, but I feel like it's overrated. Don't mind my takes.
Edwards is balling for his team. He got them at number 1.
Nah, he's for real.
He's for real. And Lucas is still doing his thing, but Lucas just has a bad team around him.
Yeah, because they don't play defense.
And Joker is doing his thing, and he's 3rd. So, once again, I think it's a passing of the torch, and that era is done now.
Nah. I feel like
Freddie still got hope.
All 3 are going to make it. Golden State is gonna compete in the in season, what do you call
Let me
it?
pull up the All-Star lineup.
The what do you call it? What is that little tournament they do for a spot?
The play-in?
The play-in. If Golden State can make it to that, you telling me they don't got a chance?
No, they suck, bro. I've been watching all their games. Look how many they blew a game last night. It was up 19. When have you ever seen a Golden State team blow a 20-point lead 6 times in a season?
You want to know why they're blowing these leads? Because the only one that's playing defense is Draymond.
And he just came back. He came off a 25-game suspension. It's over, bro. You need to let the era
It's not
go.
over. I'm telling you, bro. It's not. When they make it and they make a little run, I'm gonna laugh.
All right, we'll come back on here. I'll be wrong. I'm not gonna be
Why am I
wrong.
cheering for your team?
I'm not gonna be wrong.
And
I
you don't
guarantee.
want them to make it because you don't want Chris Paul to go far.
No, actually, yeah. I'm still a Chris Paul
Yeah, you
hater.
still a
I'm
Chris
still
Paul
a Chris
hater.
Paul
So
hater.
it makes sense why this year you don't really care.
But also, my team just sucks. It hurts my
Because they
eyes
do not play
to watch
defense. The
them.
only one that plays defense is Draymond.
Give me a second, guys. I'm pulling up the All-Star.
The Lakers need a trade. I agree with that. We need a Donovan Mitchell. Or we need Zach LaVine. I don't want to take on Zach LaVine's contract, but if I need to, I will.
To help them out.
To help them out because he could drop me.
Lakers
30.
might, because they're still in the play-in, so I'll give the Lakers a chance. But if they fall, they fall.
If they play like they played last night, they make it.
That was still terrible defense. You gave 144 points.
Did they win or did they not win, bro?
They did, but that's terrible
End of
defense.
story.
Though. That's terrible.
End of story.
Is that not terrible defense to give 144 points to the team? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Every team
I
gives
like
up
that.
a minimum of 100 points.
All right, then. You're right. 'Cause the
So what are
averages
you
have been-
talking about?
But that's still terrible defense.
Did they win or did they not win? They went to double overtime, bro.
It's still terrible defense. Anyway, giving the Western lineup, it's Luka at point guard, Alexander at 2, LeBron at 3, Kevin Durant's at 4, and Joker's at 5. You like that lineup?
Yeah, that's a good lineup. Who are the bench people?
I don't know who the bench is. This is just
Oh, just a
starters.
lineup. Okay, gotcha.
These are
That's
just
good. I have
starters.
no debate. I have no debate there.
Okay.
My debate is not the West. My debate is mainly the East.
Okay, so the East is Dame at point.
You shouldn't be point.
Halliburton's at the 2. I'm assuming Giannis is at 3, Tatum is at 4, and Embiid is at 5. Where's your issue?
Dame.
Who do you think should be point for instead of Dame?
Halliburton should be point, and then I'm trying to think of a shooting guard.
That's better than Dame in the East?
Yeah. I can't think of one.
Okay, so then I guess you don't really have a big problem with it. Other than that, I like it. I do think it was a little questionable to have Steph Curry not make the starting lineup after 10 years. But, once again, that would be contradicting my point of passing on the torch, which it is a passing on the torch. So I'm congratulating the West and the East on their lineup. I like it other than that. Ultimately, yeah, I do like it. So.
Yeah, I can't think of them. I mean, maybe Jimmy Butler, but I don't know what he's averaging.
Right. So, those.
And Brunson's.
You're not putting Brunson over
Yeah, I'm
Dame.
not putting Brunson over Dame. That's
You're not
crazy.
you're not gonna put Brunson over Dame.
And probably Donovan Mitchell, but again, I don't know what he's averaging.
Right. Okay.
So that would probably be the only one.
So
Donovan
then,
Mitchell will be a shooting guard.
ultimately, it's a fine lineup.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a fine
alright.
lineup.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
Who do you think will win that lineup? LeBron's team or Giannis?
The West.
The West. Okay, I'm with that. Doc Rivers is hired for the Bucks head coaching job.
Oh, let's clap it up for him.
Griffin got fired after going 30-11, which is kind of crazy.
He's the last coach to get fired, like having that good of a record since David Blatt.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. But
And
apparently
they
he
ended up
lost the
winning.
respect of the squad.
Yeah, because
They didn't respect him enough.
I want to blame it a little bit more on Giannis. Because
For not having his trust or for not believing in his system?
Yes, for not believing in the system.
Okay.
He's so used to Boonholder
Right.
style that because they suck at defense, he was pissed.
Part of the reason why they suck at defense is because they have Dame Dollar. He don't play no defense.
That is true.
So, Now, granted, Doc Rivers is a better coach than Griffin, but the problem is Doc Rivers has blown 6-3-2 leads, 10 game sevens, and like 5 games in which he's like led by 15 points in leading into the fourth quarter.
Did you see what they did? Like the little dance they did?
Yeah.
That looked bad.
That did look bad.
That looked bad.
That looked bad. Because it looked like you maliciously tried to get rid of Griffin.
It looks like you said it bad. And, I mean, it just looks bad.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see what Doc does. Doc is a
they're second in the East, right? Correct?
Yeah, second in the East.
Yeah, second in the East.
Doc is primarily a defensive coach, I want to say.
But he don't make no adjustments when it gets tight. When he gets squeamish, he don't make no adjustments. He starts panicking.
But like at this point, they're not banking on that. They're banking on experience.
Now this will be his best roster he's had probably since Lob Sitting. Or Boston days.
No, he's had. Didn't he have Kawhi? He had Kawhi, Paul George.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was on that team. I forgot.
Like he's had
Tyronn Lue. Lou Williams.
It's probably like in terms of competing, it's probably his best shot because he's back in the East.
Right, and not in the West.
And not in the West. So.
And he hadn't been in James Harden. I forgot he had that squad too.
Yeah, he hadn't been Harden.
My bad.
So I forgot he was.
He's had a few All-Stars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's had teams. It's just
he's
like,
had teams.
Yeah. So, and like he's never had a clutch player like Dame.
Right.
So if you're in a tight situation,
and a big and a monstrosity in Giannis.
I mean, yeah, it's because of Embiid, obviously, but
I think Embiid is better.
Giannis is more mobile.
Right.
But I'm saying in terms of
offense, then yeah, sure.
If you're in a tight situation and you need a shot to get out of it,
you would pick Embiid. You would pick Embiid. You would pick Embiid. Because I forgot Giannis can't shoot. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying in general, like Dame can, like.
Bail you out. Yeah.
Dame could bail you out. Like, let's say it's Game 7, a few seconds left, you need a 3.
Right.
Dame could help you. You know what I mean? So, I've seen it enough to be like, all right, he's probably the clutches.
Right. And lastly, we had the 4-year Kobe passing anniversary a couple of days ago, yesterday, I believe.
Yes. And let's also not forget, Kobe's daughter.
Yeah, and
the 7 other passengers, the pilot, the baseball coach, his daughters.
Basketball coach,
sorry. His daughters, So,
right.
It's sad. I can't believe 4 years has passed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? We're going on to the 5th. Like, it's about to be 5 after this.
Crazy. It's crazy.
So it's insane. We still see his,
presence.
impact.
Absolutely.
Especially like with the shoes, Vanessa.
With the young players now, with Luka, Tatum, Edwards.
We see that mentality of like just taking over and being aggressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with Vanessa like fixing the Nike situation.
Oh, right, with the contract. Right. Yeah.
So,
I forgot about that.
And just
wishes.
It just sucks, man. Especially like for Gigi, like such a young age.
Yeah.
Like that probably hurts a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
Not to discredit all the other ones.
Yeah, I feel.
Like her potential
for
women's basketball.
And then what he was about to do for the WNBA.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
In terms of backing them up.
Yeah, he was probably gonna be like an owner in there.
Right. Like a part-time. Like
an owner. You know what I mean? And his daughter was definitely gonna play in it. Like it was probably gonna transcend the sport. Like make it
more global,
more mainstream. Fill up the seats a little bit more. Like that's Kobe's daughter. I'm gonna go see Kobe's daughter.
Right. All right.
So, because you got to remember, like, after Michael, and to somewhat credit LeBron, but LeBron got so much hate. Kobe,
Kobe did too, though.
Took that torch of the image.
Oh, the villain role?
The villain role that was cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of, like, our age, you know what I mean? Like,
right, he embraced them more.
He embraced that. So our age people, like, we grew up with the Kobes, with the Melos, the Browns. But everybody you ask, Kobe.
Right.
So that
And some
our
people didn't. Some
generation-
people didn't even like watch Kobe unless like you.
But they knew who he was.
Unless you, yeah.
Like for me, I didn't watch a lot of Kobe.
Neither did Malcolm, but and both y'all started to watch Kobe more because I started watching more Kobe games.
Yeah. So, but I exactly knew who he was.
Right.
So in terms of, and especially in China too.
Right.
Like Kobe's bigger than LeBron in China.
Yeah. Because Kobe said if you don't have a championship, they won't respect you out there.
Right.
Like
so,
if you don't, yeah. Unless you're from there.
Yeah, and even in Spain he's big.
Right.
Because he speaks Spanish. So, he spoke Spanish.
Then you
So
learn
in terms
French.
of- in terms- yeah, yeah.
To talk trash to Tony Parker, I didn't know that.
That's funny. In terms of like just imagery and like popularity, like he was gonna help the WM. I feel like.
Absolutely. I agree.
You know,
I agree.
So, yeah, man.
It would have opened my mind to try to watch it, even though I agree with Shaq. They should just lower the rim to help them out, but they get so offensive when you bring that up. It's kind of crazy.
WM. Oh yeah, because they don't dunk.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
they
he
don't
was
dunk
saying,
as much.
because all he was saying to Candace Parker was, look, let's just lower the rim a little bit so I can dunk and, get easier layups and it can be more enjoyable. Candace got all defensive and she was like, no, we can dunk with the right. I'm like, well, you can't dunk.
Well, you can dunk, Candace, because you're tall.
Right, and so is Brittany Griner, but besides the rest
Besides
of
that, nobody can dunk.
can dunk and lay up, but it is what it is. So
I mean, maybe with the LSU girl injuries.
Andrew, but she said she might not even go over. She might just go overseas.
Yeah, because she making so much money already.
Right.
So I don't know. Like as I'm saying, maybe like with this new generation.
Caitlin Clark, because she can shoot the lights out.
Yeah, she's definitely going up.
We'll see.
So hopefully they figure it out.
Yeah. That's just stupid. Culture. We have Megan Thee Stallion versus Nicki Minaj. Now, what I've known so far about it is Megan dropped a single called Hiss, and she mentioned Nicki's mans, who is on the register.
Incarcerated.
Right.
Or is he still in jail?
He's not in jail, but he's on the
probation?
He's on probation where he has to stay away from certain areas. He's on the child registry list or whatever. But she said you're not mad at Megan, you're mad at Megan's law, which references that. Nicki got word of it, and then she goes on live. She's been on live the last 3 days, just ranting and just going on Twitter. Then she dropped a reference track to her.
She didn't drop it. She put it on live.
She put it on live, but she teased it, aiming at Meg. Honestly, it's looking bad for Nicki. This is the first time I'm looking at a Nicki battle, like a Nicki beef.
And I told you this last night, but Meg don't want to win with you. Like,
but I'm also looking at it as
you're losing.
I'm also looking at it as Nicki's kind of losing her image and her mojo.
Nicki's back. All right, Nicki is back. That album she dropped is fire. It went #1.
You don't find her characteristics in the last 72 hours really just scratching your head and why are you doing this? Why are you so defensive? And why are you trying to prove a point that you don't have to because now she's going at random TikTokers who are trying to defend her and be like, yo, just relax and why are you still baiting this girl and she's not having you. Okay, so he's in La La Land.
Because she's attacking.
I'm looking at it as a realist and looking at her as scratching my head. And what are you doing?
No, I get it. Should she give it attention?
The way she is for 72
if that
hours?
was me, I would have just been like, all right, I'm doing the track and then I'm dropping it and then I'm letting it build.
She said she got 5 tracks for her.
But that's what I'm saying.
She said back to back to back to back to back.
I know, but I'm saying is I would have not been on live, not been on Twitter like that.
Oh, you would have just dropped it. Got it. Okay.
And then it kept it going.
I'm taking Meg side. I'm Team Meg on this one.
I'm Team Nicki.
Nicki's been bugging.
And why is Meg doing this now? Think about it. Why is Meg doing this now? Because Nicki's #1. Nicki's album sold a lot.
But I'm just saying she doesn't have to prove that because we already know that.
What are you talking about? Nicki not proving that.
I feel like Nicki's going too hard to prove her point that she's an icon and that she's a legend. She's a legend in the hip hop game. When we already know that, you don't have to prove anything anymore.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All these other rappers that's coming up after you are your second.
They looked up to you.
They looked up to you, and you're the.
Didn't they do a song together, Nicki and Meg?
No, Meg did the song with Cardi.
No, they did like a remix together.
No. They didn't do a song together.
No,
Hard?
this is like 2020 though. This is 2020.
No, unless you
Or
can find it for me.
Let me look it up.
Because I'm pretty sure they didn't. But I think Nicki should let it go.
I could have sworn that it was. Yeah, Nicki did a Hot Girl Summer remix.
Oh, okay.
This is when like Meg was first
Poppin'?
starting
Okay.
popping.
Got it,
And she did the remix.
okay.
They went to live. I remember because I watched the live. They
Got
was
it.
on live together. and they
Oh,
was
that's
all
when Meg
together.
was trying to give her the drink when she was pregnant during the time.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But like it's different. It's just like I don't know. I guess Nicki's offended because she brought in her family.
Nicki
and whatever.
needs to just go home, stay
She
with her
gotta stop
man,
defending the man's. And my point is,
and just take care
why
of your
is
baby.
Meg doing this now, bro?
Just
Like
take care of
I
your
thought
kid.
that was gonna be a diss track for her ex,
For who's ex? Who are you talking
for
about?
Meg's ex, Poppy,
Party?
yeah, whatever his name.
Why would
Because
she be?
he was talking crazy about her.
Oh,
After
got it.
that first
Got
song
it.
they dropped, the Snake, whatever.
The hiss?
No, there was a song before his.
Oh, that she
That
dropped.
she dropped that was coming at him, and then he started talking even more crazy. I thought she
Got
was
it,
coming at
got
them. But then, I don't know. I guess I did find that line in Nicki's album that she was talking about basically Tory.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a diss to Meg. But
Which might be why Meg
which it
decided
might
to-
be why, but I don't like. I was like, all right, whatever. I thought it was just like a clever way to like mention it.
Got it.
Cause Nicki does that. Like Nicki, she'll bring up she'll do a line that's like culturally relevant and like just use it.
Right.
So she'll mention an event to make it match her song.
She just needs to go home and just chill. Go take
She
a
just
spa
need to
day.
relax.
Go take a spa day and go
and
take care of your baby and go be with your man that nobody
Well,
wants
let
to
me
be
not say
with.
relax, because that's offensive. She
Jeez.
needs to
oh
go.
my God. You just
She needs to capitalize
For you to
off
be
the
on live
moment.
for 72 hours is kind of crazy. And you just proving points that we already know that you don't have to prove. But
No,
whatever.
but I'm saying is she needs to just capitalize off the moment. Like if I'm gonna give Meg attention,
I would understand that this was 10 years ago and we was in 2014 and you was still one of the top hip hop female artists of all time and you was winning 8 awards every year back to back to back to back. But like, bro, it's 2024. We got Lotto.
Nicki got blackballed, right? Like after Nicki.
At the Grammys, but that was at the Grammys. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all the other
No, I'm
awards.
talking about in general. Like the music industry was done with her. They blackballed her.
Oh no, I just know about the Grammys. She got blackballed at that. My dad's calling me. We gotta add this up. Kanye West is dropping 3 albums in 3 months. I'm excited about that. The first one's gonna come out in February. The second one's gonna come out in March, and then the third one's gonna come out in April.
I don't believe it till I see it on my phone.
Okay, so I'm with it though. I like the
I
hype.
want that Chris Brown song though.
I like the hype of that. So
I
I'm
want
excited
the
about
Chris
that.
Brown song. That's all I care about.
Lead conversations about Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist popped off.
I don't like this trial. They're trying to find anything and everything to like
To
get
set
him
him
locked
up,
up.
yeah. Drake and Meek Mill don't like the fact that the conversation between Mariah and
Became public.
it became public and whatnot, which I do agree with Drake.
It's
Somebody's
a
trying to
play.
find
It's a
somebody's trying to
play.
find clout.
It's a play. They trying to, you know what I mean?
Somebody's
It's a
trying to
play.
find clout. Somebody's trying to get clout. So we'll
and
see.
even, bro, they brought in LeBron. Like they had a video about LeBron doing the little slime thing.
Oh, to support Young Thug?
No, against Young Thug.
Oh, against
They
Young
literally
Thug.
put it up in court and was like,
They played what's his hit song? With Rich
Rich,
Homie Homie.
oh my God, it was, that song is fire.
Yeah, that
bro.
song's right. Everybody was on the trial like, you just sitting there, but you gotta be serious, but you trying not to bob to it. I forgot the goddamn song.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, Lifestyle.
It was fire.
That song's right. Bro.
It's still fire, and I think it went viral on TikTok.
Yeah. Other news, Vince McMahon's going to jail. I'm letting y'all know right now. He's going to jail.
Oh my God.
He
That
got
was
caught
funny.
with sex trafficking and
That was funny.
and sexual
Why
assault.
you said it like that, bro?
Sorry, I had like it is what it is. It's public
That
knowledge.
was just funny how you said it.
But yeah, he's going to jail. He had to step
He's
down
not
from.
going to jail, bro.
Yes, he is. He's going to jail.
He's
He had to step down from all his other
He's gonna settle in
CEO.
court, pay whatever millions he gotta pay, and then everybody
Nah,
goes to
he's
the house.
going to jail. And lastly, Tyreek Hill.
Which is funny because they just announced The Rock is on the board of.
Yeah, he took his place.
Oh.
He's replacing. And now The Rock owns the name The Rock. So anytime
that's
you use
fire, bro. Hold on,
it's trademark.
that's fire.
It's a trademark.
No
now.
wonder he's coming back. I mean, he always
Yeah.
popped back in and out, but like That's fire. Becoming from being the wrestler. I mean, the only one I've seen is Triple H, but Triple H doesn't really own anything. The only reason
He's the CEO though.
Yeah, the only reason because he married her daughter.
Right.
But him actually being like a wrestler, full circle
And
moment.
he's on the board for It's on the board for both WWE and UFC.
Word. Fire.
So yeah.
Fire.
And lastly,
they're going to Netflix.
right, and we're going to Netflix in 2025.
$5 billion. By the time it's Netflix is giving them in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So $1 billion
Right.
or 500 million a year, something like that.
Yeah. And last, Tyreek Hill filed divorce from his wife, Keta. We're gonna call it Keta
I didn't
V.
even know he was married.
We're gonna call it Keta V. Yeah, because if you haven't watched not Hard Knocks, but his wife is in it.
Oh.
The Miami, you know. But yeah, he's filing for divorce and whatnot, and so yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tyreek situation, I don't really care for. I think he could have done better.
Did she sign a prenup? Probably not.
Right, probably not, but we'll see. They don't got no kids together though. Oh, but he got all that money.
He got money. What are you
He got
talking
money.
about?
My bad. He
He
does
got
have all that
money.
money.
So, yeah, man, marriage is a funny thing.
Anything you want to say? Wrap this up.
You know, happy 2024.
Yes.
This year should be great.
Yes.
We have a lot of big things planned.
Yep. I agree.
And yeah, we're out here working.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification when we upload. This is Disabled Today podcast. And yeah, go Chiefs. Let's go.
Let's go Ravens and a Lion.
Please throw your hands in the air for the greatest podcast on earth when it comes to music, sports, and culture. Disabled is able with your host, Eli and Fredy. So put your hands